Hello from the National Weather Service Forecast Office in Norman. This is a severe weather update. We recorded this briefing at around 11 a.m. I'm Rick Smith, a meteorologist here at the Weather Service. We're going to be talking about our increasing concerns for significant severe weather later this afternoon into this evening. We are expecting more significant severe weather today. The highest impacts we expect will be along and south of Interstate 44. Tornadoes and giant damaging hail are likely again today, and something that's a little bit different than yesterday is we are on a Monday and we do have schools in session and people driving home from work, and that is a big concern for us as we expect severe weather potential to peak in that 3 to 6 p.m. time frame today. This is our map. If you've been paying attention to the weather for the past almost week now, we've been showing a graphic similar to this, showing where we expect the peak severe weather potential to be. There are two main areas to focus on here. And the main area is the orange or red shaded area that extends along and south and east of Interstate 44 from Stillwater and Chandler through Oklahoma City, Chickasha, Lawton, and then down toward the Wichita Falls area. Anywhere in that red or orange shaded area has a heightened risk of severe thunderstorms and tornadoes this afternoon and this evening. We're also expecting severe thunderstorms to develop further north up into north central Oklahoma, and that would include places like Enid and Ponca City, but we're not expecting those storms to be quite as intense. The most intense storms today will be capable of producing large, damaging hail, baseball size or larger. Many locations had hail bigger than 3 inches in diameter yesterday. There's no reason to believe it's going to be any different today, and we are very concerned, just as concerned today as we were yesterday, about tornadoes, maybe even more so. We're going to be watching two prime areas for storm development just after noon today. The first area that you see shaded in yellow would include places like Perry, Stillwater, Guthrie, Edmond, most of Oklahoma City, and Chandler. Along and north of Interstate 44, we may see thunderstorms develop in this area as early as the lunch hour. We don't expect these storms to be quite as intense. The wind profiles and the ingredients in the atmosphere that we look at are not quite as conducive for supercells and tornadoes in that yellow shaded area as they are further south. So the yellow shaded area, you're at a risk of severe weather. Now again, this is not the only area where severe weather is going to happen. This graphic is showing you where we expect it to develop early this afternoon. The red shaded area is really the danger zone today, and we're looking for thunderstorms to develop explosively between 1 and 2 o'clock. And this would include areas from South Oklahoma City through Norman, Moore, Purcell, Chickasha, Pauls Valley, Duncan, Waurika, even just to the east of Lawton, and maybe all the way down to Wichita Falls or just east of there, maybe Henrietta, Texas. Supercell storms are expected to develop in this area very quickly between 1 and 2 o'clock this afternoon. They will become severe fast, just like yesterday. We had storms that went from virtually nothing to producing large hail and tornadoes in less than an hour in some cases. So that's going to go fast today. So if you look at your radar screen or you look outside and see a thunderstorm developing, you need to assume that it means business and that you need to be paying close attention to that. So again, this is our expected storm development timeline for today. These are the most likely peak times for severe thunderstorms. So if you want to know, okay, I live in Norman, when is the time I need to be most concerned about severe thunderstorms? Well, the color shading here indicates the different times. Let's start up to the north. We'll start in Stillwater, Chandler, Guthrie, and Oklahoma City. The peak time for severe storms probably in the 1 to 4 time frame. And again, you got to give us a little leeway on either edge of this. We could have storms developing before 1. We could have storms lasting an hour or 2 perhaps after these times, but this is our best estimate right now. The red shaded area, again, that's the danger zone for tornadoes and significant high impact weather today. If you're south of I-40 and east of I-44 today, you need to have a very heightened state of awareness and be very super alert to severe weather. We are expecting conditions today to be just as volatile, if not even more so than they were yesterday for tornadoes. We've already had one EF4 tornado confirmed that occurred yesterday near Shawnee. I would not be at all surprised to have similar tornadoes occurring today south of I-40, east of I-44. Now, we're not trying to freak people out or scare you. We want you to be prepared. We're not guaranteeing a pinpoint forecast that this is definitely going to happen, but you need to plan as if it is and be ready for what you're going to do. And I don't want to ignore the other threat areas there, but the threat area that begins south of Oklahoma City will shift toward the east in the 4 to 7 o'clock time frame. So people from Holdenville, Seminole, Ada, down to Ardmore and Marietta will be under the risk from 4 to 7 o'clock. Tornadoes would still be a definite risk there. And as we get into the 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. time frame, our friends in Tishomingo, Atoka, Medill, Colgate, and Durant will be under the risk of severe thunderstorms, and the tornado threat will still be there into southeast Oklahoma. So again, this is a very serious situation we're dealing with today, just as serious as yesterday. We want you to be our motto so far has been don't be scared, be prepared. We want you to pay attention to the weather. You're going to get good information if you're watching our webpage, the local television stations, social media. The information's there. You just have to take advantage of it. So we want you to help us spread the word today and let family and friends know who may be in the danger area that what may be coming to them later on. We're going to be providing continuous stream of information as much as we can on Facebook and Twitter. Also on our webpage. The webpage is always the most up-to-date source of information. We can't guarantee we'll be posting warnings and information on social media, but we'll sure try. If you're going to be on the road today between 3 o'clock and 7 o'clock, especially south of I-40, east of I-44, you need to pay close attention to the weather. Schools are going to be dismissing. People are going to be getting off work. We don't want people on the roads when tornadoes are around the area. So please, please pay very close attention to what's going on today. Stay in touch with the Weather Service and we'll keep you up to date on everything we know.